Nur der Künstler kann den Menschen nach dieser Katastrophe das Gespür für ihre Freiheit zurückgeben. Indem ihr euch frei macht, macht ihr die Welt frei.
The epic drama Never Look Away focuses on the personal journey of Kurt, a young artist from East Germany who tries to find meaning through art after experiencing the murder of family members and the destruction of his country during the Nazi regime and political oppression under communism.
Glaub mir, es stimmt alles nicht, was ich da gemalt habe.
Academy Award-winning filmmaker Florian Henkel von Donnersmarck says dictatorships first try and control art.
Because it can truly change minds, it can change hearts. But the problem is, as soon as a dictatorship gets its hands on the art, it's no longer art.
The filmmaker, who taps into his personal experiences and his family history for this story, shows how the main character's self-exile to the capitalist West was also tough.
The sudden freedom is something very scary. It's very messy. You feel like at least there was a certain kind of solidarity or someone who was supposed to look after you. But I'll take the chaos and the despair of freedom any day over the death that is slavery.
Dwa serduszka, cztery oczy. Ojojoj.
Paweł Pawlikowski's Oscar-nominated film Cold War echoes von Donnersmarck's message about how totalitarianism imprisons the human psyche. The film takes place in communist Poland. Like Kurt in Never Look Away, the main characters of Cold War, musicians Zula and Victor, are stifled by the communist regime. They too flee to Western Europe in 1960s. Cold War also shows the alienation and identity crisis Eastern European exiles often felt in the West. Critics consider Roma the frontrunner of the group, with 10 Oscar nominations, including Best Picture. Alfonso Cuarón's film is a nostalgic depiction of 1970s daily life in Mexico City, inspired by personal memories of middle-class life and racial and class divisions. In order to make the story as authentic as possible, Cuarón used people who had never acted before, including Yalitza Aparicio, who plays the lead character Cleo, a tireless and caring domestic worker. Aparicio has received an Oscar nomination for Best Actress. In an interview with VOA, she credited Cuarón for throwing a light on the indigenous domestic workers in Mexico.
Porque las trabajadoras del hogar tienen un papel
Domestic workers play a very important role at households and are not being recognized. He showed the world that they're human beings, that they have rights, they need to be respected.
The other Oscar contenders in this category are Capernaum and Shoplifters. Set in Lebanon, the main character in Nadine Labaki's Capernaum is a child suing his parents for bringing him into a chaotic, war-torn world. In Shoplifters, director Hirokazu Korida offers a heartbreaking picture of extreme Japanese poverty through a family living on the margins of society. Regardless which film wins the coveted award, all of them show love, freedom, and personal honesty as the antidote to political brutality and social injustice. Penelope Poulou, VOA News, Washington.